It's very exciting to look up into that night sky and see the stars. I get as excited as you do. I really do. Oh, look, look, Lamb Chop, our Tubies are here with us. Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob and Lamb Chop. We were just sitting here talking about astrology and the stars, and golly gee, it's good to have you guys here. Let's see who all's here. Oh, there's Queen Colabob's here. Yay! Queen Colabob's is our moderator tonight. Thank you, Queen Colabob's, for your help tonight. We're so glad you're here. Let's see who's here. Oh my gosh, there's Kim Osborne is here. Oh, Glittery Rainbow is here. Yay! Oh my gosh, Laura M is here. Isn't that wonderful? Look at all this. There's, oh my gosh, so many people here. Look, there's Angelica Borman Mom 1979 is here. Yay! Hello, hello, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Well, welcome to Monday night and just hanging out with Lamb Chop. We're just talking about astrology. You'll notice behind me here, we've got our big astrology wheel spinning around us. How do you like that backdrop? You think that's a good backdrop for Psychic Bob, the astrology wheel? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. There's B. LeClaire is here. Oh, yes, thank you, Kim. I just got my hair cut today. Queen Colabob's was on me. She said, you got to get that haircut. It's driving me crazy. I said, it's driving me crazy. So we went and got the haircut today. It's flying away. I lost my comb. But that's all right. It's short and I can just pile through it. You know, just a little fluff here and there. We're good to go. Yeah, how you like it? So you see it here? There you go. It's like if I have short hair, be styling and profiling. Well, we're having such a good time here. You know, I've been so excited about today because well, a lot of you may not know, Monday is my day off. So I don't do any readings on Monday, but I do like to come here and hang out with you guys and talk about astrology. You know, I do professional astrology these days, and I am available if you want to get a natal chart, your birth chart. I can do that for you and put together a little analysis of it. So if you're interested, what you do is just email me over at my website, PsychicBob.com. And, you know, I'll need your birth date, your birth date and your birth time. And if you have the location you were born as well. So like you could say I was born January 15th, 1982 in Topeka, Kansas, okay, at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So that's the information. It's a birthday, the birth date, birth time, and location. And we'll get a little chart. I charge for the charts now. Now, the difference between my charts and other charts is my chart is not just some printout. You know, you're not going to get just some, you know, little printout. You're going to get actually, you'll get a copy of your chart. It'll look something like this back here. And then I will do a personal report for you. I will write you a letter and give you a personal analysis. You know, kind of where you come from, where it's all going, you know, kind of where you are on your journey and what your talents are, and give you some advice on that. So if you're interested, I'm selling those charts for $45. Now I have to tell you, my charts are not, you know, major, like every aspect of your life and, you know, all that. It's a kind of an overview, but you will get a lot out of it, I think, you know. So I'd love to have you guys, if you're interested, you know, let me know. Oh my gosh, there's Joey Theraguys here. Hi, Joey, welcome. Yeah, there's Stephanie Busby's here. Oh my gosh, that's great. Things are going good, Joey. It's good to see you. Thank you. There's Catherine Ann Wright. She likes my new hair. My hair, I got to get my comb. I can't find it. My hair's flying everywhere. Yay. Oh my gosh. Catherine Emmerich says, Bob, question, Vedic or tropical? I do the tropical zodiac, the traditional Western astrology. I don't do Vedic astrology. But I'm not against Vedic. I just haven't really studied that. I'm a kind of old Western traditional astrologer, you know. Thank you, Queen Colabus. Queen Colabus says, I got a chart, and they are fab. I was impressed, wasn't I, Bob? Yeah, you did like that. We hit on some major stuff on that, you know. Hey, there's Robert Stevens is here. Yay. There's T. Rose Lover is here. Wonderful. Welcome. There's Schnell Adventures. Yay, you made it. Schnell, just so you know, I'm broadcasting pretty much every day at 7 p.m. Eastern, except for on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, I do messages from the spirit world at 12. And on Thursdays, I usually do a vlog around 12 o'clock. But every other day, it's going to be pretty much 7 p.m. for shows, okay? Yay. Oh, John Michael says, Bob, what is your necklace you're wearing today? Oh, you want to hear about my jewelry? Why don't you go over there and sit down, okay? What's that? Yeah, I know. We'll talk about the stars. Don't worry. We're not going to leave this topic. We'll finish talking. Okay. Go on over there. Here, I'll help you move. There you go. Leon Tessica. Well, my pendant I'm wearing today, some of you may have seen this. This is a vintage sterling silver pendant from the 1960s. And it's an Aquarius charm. I'm an Aquarius. That's my zodiac sign. Shout out for Aquarius. Aquarius power. It's hard to see, but it's a guy flying through the stars pouring water. Aquarius' sign is the water bearer. And the Aquarius is oftentimes shown as a guy who carries a jug of water. It comes from the ancient Greek mythology that there was a guy, I think his name was Ganymede. Ganymede, he was the water bearer, the cup bearer to Jupiter, to Zeus. And so he would carry a vessel of water and fill the god's glass. And he was very beloved of Zeus and all the gods. He'd filled the other gods' glasses. And he was somebody who was kind and full of life and energy. So the Aquarius sign is based on his story. And Aquarians are believed to be the sign of the zodiac that brings nurturing and nourishment to life. And I like being associated with that. So we bear water. In people's aridity of their life, when things are dry and barren, Aquarius comes and brings life-giving water. I think it's a great sign to be part of. And it's one of the very psychic signs of the zodiac. I think I got that on backwards. But yeah, John Michael, this is my vintage Aquarius. I'll give you one more look here. It's hard to see on this camera. I got some glare, but you can see in the middle that's a guy flying. He's pouring water. There are stars surrounding him. So there you go. Well, I'm just so glad you guys are here. And I want to say thank you for all your support. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys seem to like that pendant. Julian, John Michael says, that obsidian. No, it's sterling silver. Thank you. Thank you, Bree. Bree says, that's a pretty charm. Joey Theraguy says, Gemini, last week was extremely stressful. We had some challenging aspects, you know. We're going to have probably some challenging aspects this week. I'm going to talk to you guys about kind of what's going on in the stars. And I know a lot of you are wondering. Also, before I get in, just a few real quick announcements, you know. And first of all, if you are interested in the inner circle, I think I have one spot left. Send me an email, Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. Send me an email at my website. The Inner Circle is going to be held on December 19th, and we're going to talk about the mysteries of the zodiac. It's going to be a lot more in depth than what you get here on Monday, because I'm going to talk about each of the signs, its power, how to access it, and give some of my prophecies that are coming for the world based on astrology. In the Inner Circle, we're going to talk about things I can't talk about here because of censorship. So it's been a really great class. It's filling up every week. It meets every 2 weeks. It's only twice a month. It's limited to 10 people. So I've got one spot, I believe, left. So send me an email if you want to get in. It's first come, first serve. So I can't guarantee I'll get you in, because if I get 5 people, I can only choose one. And as I said, it's first come, first serve. But I'd love to have you be in the class. By the way, here's one of my other pieces of jewelry. I forgot to put it on. It's a little jewel brooch. It's like a star. But I had some trouble getting it on. I was running late, so it's here on my table. But I'll have that on tomorrow. How do you like that? That's a 1950s pin. Isn't that beautiful? So I'll wear that tomorrow. But anyways, that's what I meant to put on tonight, but I didn't get time to. Also, so you know, thank you so much. If you're interested in private readings, you know, make sure to check out my website, PsychicBob.com, or call my office, 703-825-3929. So I do not at this time have on my website about the inner circle nor the astrology. So just email me and we'll get you in, okay? Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie says, I sent an email for the inner circle on the 19th. I'm still going through it. I got a lot of emails. So, Stephanie, depending on where you are in the row, I'll let you know if you're in. But I think I got yours. I'll have to check because I've gotten about 40 emails. But Some of them change. I'm not sure how many people we've got in spots yet. I haven't sent out anything to anybody, Stephanie. Okay. Thank you, Starlight Worker. Star says, oh my God, I love stars. That's so beautiful. Catherine Ann Wright says, oh, I love the inner circle. Thank you. Well, I'll let you know now. If you can't get in on the 19th, we're going to do another class on the 26th. It'll be the day after Christmas, but I think a lot of people have it off. And on the 26th, we're going to talk about ancient Lemuria, the Lemurian prophecies, and working with Lemurian crystals. So that's going to be the 26th class, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, Ravenmoth. Yeah, I wonder if I can put this on now. I'll probably poke myself. I'm not very coordinated. Let's see if I can put on my pin if y'all want me to wear it. A lot of you saying, oh, put it on. Okay, well, let's see here. It's kind of hard to put on these pins when I usually take my sweater off and then put it on. I'll try this. Let's see if this works. Oops, hold on. Oh, it just fell off. Well, I'll put it on later. I'll have it on. Well, Laura said, please put it on. Hold on, I got to take my sweater off. I'm going to put on my star charm. I shouldn't wear a big star charm for astrology Monday. I think it is a fun thing to do. Because PsychicBob's crazy about his jewelry. And I found this. I thought I lost this pin. I'm always losing my jewelry. So we'll try this on. Let's see how it goes here, okay? So bear with me, guys. Hold on. We'll try to put this on, but I have to take off my cardigan to put it on. All right. Oh, that's nice. Starlight Worker says, I have several that look like snowflakes and different shapes of stars. When I think I bought this, they called it a snowflake. But then I looked at it, I think it looks more like a star. But snowflakes and stars actually do look kind of alike. So, all right, so we're going to try this and see how it works. Let's see if this will work. Hold on a second, guys. PsychicBob's not very coordinated. So me trying to manage putting on stuff and talk, that's ow, almost punctured my finger. There it is. Oh, I think I got it. Let's lock it in. Oh, I think I got it. All right, I got it. Yay. All right. So PsychicBob's putting on his big jeweled star because I'm an astrologer. And an astrologer should wear stars, don't you think? I think so. Hold on. My cardigan's all messed up. Today I'm wearing my gray cardigan. My black cardigan went into the wash. All right. Well, it's a little off center. I'd move it in a little bit. But that's all right. We got it on. How's that? All right. All right. Yay. We got on our pin. All right. Yay. Looks wonderful. Thank you so much. Hey, Joey Joe says, it's all good. Lauren says, it's such a beautiful piece of jewelry. Thank you. I love the jewelry from the 50s and the 60s. I buy a lot of vintage stuff because I just think it's better made than a lot of the modern. A lot of modern stuff looks chintzy. But this is all prong set. They're zirconias. It's not real diamonds, though it looks like diamonds. The old stuff really looked real. And the fake stuff was good back in the day. All right, well, I'm going to move it a little in. It's a little out further out, but that's all right. We got it on today. So this is so great. Oh, my gosh. You guys are so much fun. I'm glad you like it. Yay. Oh, thank you, B. Leclerc. B. Leclerc says, yay, beautiful pendant. Thank you, Ravenmoth. She says, stunning. Yay. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that. Bree says, I'm wearing star earrings today. Oh, that's very good. Great for Astrology Monday. There's David Jan here. Hey, David Jan, good to see you. Schnell Adventure says, I love jewelry, but it's going to take a lifetime to catch up to you, PsychicBob. I've been collecting jewelry for like 30 years. I didn't buy it all at once. I just buy a piece here and there. And it's funny when you do it that way. One, you don't spend a lot of money. I just go to auctions or yard sales these days. Whenever I see a beautiful piece of jewelry, it's a pendant or a ring or a necklace, I just, if it's not expensive, I buy. I don't spend a lot for my jewelry. But I've got some really treasured pieces. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. And so I'm all in vintage jewelry today. This is from 60s. This is from, I think, the 50s, they told me. So 1950s, 1960s, Oh, look at that. Joey says, I'm wearing the Solomon seal of protection. That's a wonderful sign. The seal of Solomon seal. It's a 6-pointed star. Yay. Florence, I don't understand your message. Nicola, would you see if you can help Florence Dawson? I'm not sure if she's trying to put up a website or if she has a question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, so what is going on with the stars? Well, let's talk about that, because I got you guys here, and I know you're all wondering. I've been wondering about it, too. Got to drink some water, keep my throat going here. Well, our astrology that we're going to look at today is for the time period of Monday, December the 13th, 2021, through Sunday, December the 19th. Okay, so the 13th of December through the 19th of December. That's what this covers. And by the way, the astrology in this forecast is for all 12 zodiac signs. So anybody on this chart, this is for you. All of you have a zodiac sign. Okay, so this applies to everybody. So what are we doing? Well, we're starting off this week. We're starting off today on Monday with our sun in the sign of Sagittarius. Happy birthday to our Sagittarius. Isn't that wonderful? Sagittarius is a fire sign. So that's starting off our week with a lot of go-get-em energy. Sagittarians are successful. They're ambitious people. They are hunters and gatherers. They can bring things home, bring home the bacon. Isn't that the saying? They say, go out and bring home the bacon. That's what Sagittarius is about. We got our moon today in the sign of Aries. Our moon is, well, let me put it this way, kind of break it down. Our sun is the outer world aspect. Our moon heightens our inner life. So it's our outer world is right now focused on Sagittarian energy, goal setting, success gathering, business building, job seeking. All that energy is present this month with our sun in Sagittarius. Our moon is about our inner life. And our moon sign changes every few days. And right now we're starting off this week with our moon in Aries. So we've got 2 fire signs, Sagittarius and Aries. This means you're going to feel inspired. You're going to want to go into the world and take action. Okay? Now, I got to caution you, though, just for today, we have some challenging aspects. We got our Sun square Neptune. That's going on all week, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We've got our Mars square Jupiter today and Saturn square Uranus. What does all that mean? It means today you want to slow everything down. Be slow to act. With that Sagittarian sun, that moon in Aries, you're going to feel a compulsion to go out and just do everything. But this Mars square Jupiter says, slow things down. Be a little careful where money's concerned. It's a kind of a caution point. And Saturn square Uranus means be very careful with your mouth. So don't make promises. Don't run out in the street and start proclaiming great truths because you may not be able to follow that up. All right, so today, really it's about be slow to act, especially in the area of money. And I'd say even love, because Saturn square Uranus could get you in trouble with a romance. Don't start saying stuff and assuming things, especially if you're new to a relationship. So today, be slow and act with caution in money and in romance, okay? Now, what do we got going on? Don't worry, it's going to be okay. We've also got our sun, tomorrow on Tuesday, we've got our moon still in Aries. That's that inspirational power sign. We still have Sun square Neptune. Now, tomorrow's interesting because we've got our moon trine Mercury. Mercury is always an interesting planet. It affects a lot of us. And I'll explain that in a minute. Our moon is square Venus and moon is square Pluto. And then we've got Venus conjunct Pluto. And again, Mars square Jupiter. Tomorrow is another day where you're going to have to be a little careful. That moon trine Mercury is going to open up the inner knowing. You're going to have a lot more clarity about how you're feeling about things or how you want to communicate things. However, with that moon square Venus, you may misinterpret your emotional self or how you're feeling about other people. It's easy tomorrow to have miscommunications because even though that moon is trine Mercury, with that moon square Venus and that moon square Pluto, could be crossed wires in communications. Now, interestingly, we've got Venus conjunct Pluto tomorrow on Tuesday, which means that you're going to feel like you want to like get to know people. That's kind of like getting to the inner depths, the knowledge, the long distant future. So you may find like in terms of relationship, you feel like you want to move forward, but that moon square Venus could mean that you feel mixed signals. All right, so tomorrow, again, this is another day you've got to take everything slow, especially in relationships, okay? So I want you to take your time. We're going to talk in a little while about Sun Square Neptune because that's a very complex transit. We have Sun Square Neptune going on all week long, and I will talk about that in a minute. But let's get through just the day-to-day, okay? Now, on Wednesday, we're going to have some shifts here. Starlight Worker says, so definitely don't ask my crush out for lunch today. Got it. Okay. Maybe you should wait on that, you know. It's like you want to act, but the energy may not be the best for that. So I'm going to say wait. And I'll tell you what day are low. Smita, wait till Thursday, okay? And we'll come back to that. All right. So for Starlight Worker, Thursday is going to be a better day for that. And I'll explain that in a minute. Tomorrow, Wednesday, excuse me, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Wednesday. All right, what's going on Wednesday this week? On Wednesday, the 15th, okay, we've got our moon moving into Taurus. That's going to bring a sense of grounding and balance. The fire energy is exciting, but sometimes people can feel a little burnt out on it or a little ungrounded. So that moon moving into Taurus means you're going to have a sense of, I can get through this day. I'm going to be a little calmer. We still have Sun Square Neptune. We've got our moon, interestingly, on Wednesday, square Saturn. And then our moon is conjunct Uranus. This is a mixed bag day. This is what I'm going to call our day of mixed communications. Like Monday and Tuesday, be very careful with communications. Now, that moon square Saturn means that you may feel emotional like you're not really in control. Combine that with the Sun Square Neptune. Sun Square Neptune sometimes makes us feel blocked from our own inner light. And with that moon square Saturn, you may be kind of feel like there's no emotional breaks going on around you or around other people. Try on Wednesday to stay focused on grounding. Not the best day for communications. Now, interestingly, that moon conjunct Uranus means sudden insights and power. So you may, on Wednesday, come to an understanding of a situation about yourself and I think also in a relationship issue. But you may have some trouble really getting that kind of formulated and organized. So Wednesday's another day. This week, most of this week, I'll just tell you, you want to kind of slow everything down all days because it's going to be kind of an emotional day. Wednesday's kind of, I'm up and down, I'm feeling good, I've got grounding, and then I'm having self-doubts, and then I'm feeling a little out of sorts. All right? So you want to be patient with yourself and patient with others, you know? So, moderator Queen Columba says, I was like a demented chicken today. Nah, you weren't that bad. But I'll tell you, come Wednesday, we want to really all just slow down. Don't get caught up in the emotional moment, you know, because it's very easy to get caught up in that, you know, that whole idea that it has to be this way or it has to be that way. And really the truth of the matter is that Wednesday should be about your inner self. Don't try to fix outer world problems. Wednesday, I'm going to tell you really, Tuesday and Wednesday this week, I wouldn't try to accomplish anything in terms of business. It's not a good day for job interviews, not necessarily a good day for personal relationships, trying to date people. Tuesday and Wednesday is kind of what I would call inner work day, you know, because on Tuesday we've got the real challenging aspect is that Moon square Venus aspect. Now we do have Mars square Jupiter, which means money can come, and Venus conjunct Pluto is a positive. But really, I think that Moon transit on Tuesday is a challenge, and I think on Wednesday, that Moon square Saturn's our big challenge. It really is. So a lot of ups and downs, emotions over the next few days here. Now, don't let that upset you, because once we get to Thursday on the 16th, we still have our Moon in Taurus. That's a nice nurturing, grounded earth energy. We still have our Sun square Neptune, but we've got Moon. The Moon is trine Venus that day, and we've got the Moon trine Pluto and Venus conjunct Pluto. What all that means is Thursday is our love day. So for those of you who've been waiting and thinking, I'm getting mixed emotions and mixed communication from that person I like, you know, I want you to understand that by Thursday, you'll start to have clarity, especially in relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be just romance, because it can be business relationships as well as family relationships, and even romance. But I really think in terms of romance, Thursdays are really our best day of the week, okay? So Thursday, feel free to explore love options in your life. Hearts to all y'all. All right, now, what have we got going on Friday? Well, Friday is the 17th of December. We're going to have the moon move over into Gemini. Gemini is the air, it's an air sign. The moon in that opens up feelings of lightness of being, communication, sense of partnership. So, what you're starting on Thursday, on Friday, you'll get confirmation that you're moving down the right track. We also have our Sun square Neptune that day, and our moon in opposition to Mars. Now, a lot of astrologers will tell you that an opposition is a challenging aspect. I just disagree. I feel it's a positive aspect. I read it differently than a lot of astrologers, and people have told me that my reading on it seems to work for their lives. So Friday is what I'm going to call our psychic power day. That Sun square Neptune, though it's a challenging aspect, also puts us in touch, though, with that inner wisdom. It's not always pleasant, but it does give us ability to clear through things and open the channel. And then with that moon in opposition to Mars, that to me is a psychic power energy. And with that moon in Gemini, we're opening communications. Remember, the process of channeling is a two-way thing. You're sending energy up, they're sending energy down, and there's an exchange. And Gemini energy is really good for that. So Friday, psychic power, if you've been wanting to just develop your psychism, learn channeling, understand the mysteries of the cosmos, really, you want to think about that on Friday and making that possible. Now, that would be a great day for people to register for the psychic development class, because I forgot to mention earlier, every Saturday we do psychic development class. So if you want to join that, go register. Now, you don't have to wait till Friday to register, but this weekend, that energy, that Gemini energy is going to be really strong on Saturday. Now, what's going on Saturday, Well, on Saturday, we've got that moon in Gemini, as I said. We've got, interestingly, a transit. The sun is no longer square Neptune, but the moon is aligning with Neptune. The moon is square Neptune, which really means that, again, you have to face the inner world, the inner knowledge. It's similar to Sun square Neptune in some ways. We've got our moon conjunct Lilith. Now, I don't oftentimes read the asteroids, but Lilith, I've been doing a lot of study on that lately. Lilith is the asteroid that is dealing with hard truths, things you don't like to confront. That moon conjunct means you have clarity of your own knowledge, your inner truth, and that even though you may have to face some of your inner truths you don't like, there's power to move through that. Again, this is a great psychic power day, Friday and Saturday. Friday's a little stronger, I'd say, in terms of psychic power. Saturday's still very psychic. And then we've got Mercury trine Uranus. Mercury is our planet that is about communications. Trine Uranus means breakthrough in communication. And I think looking at the alignments, we could say it's not only breakthrough in psychic communication, but breakthrough in worldly communication. Saturday is a day where I would say you want to face your challenges head on. Saturday is a day where if you're a little in trepidation, like, I don't know if I should say that to somebody, I don't know if I should have that discussion. Saturday is one of our best days with that moon in Gemini, that moon square Neptune, that moon conjunct Lilith, and the Mercury trine Uranus. That's really our power communications day, psychically and in the earth life as well, So there you go, all right? Joey says, Gemini power. Joey, you're a Gemini? Well, Friday and Saturday and Sunday are your power days. We're going to be into Gemini into Sunday, okay? Now, what's going on Sunday? Okay, so we've gotten through Friday and Saturday. Now, on Sunday, we still have that moon in Gemini. We've got our sun in opposition to the moon. What does that mean? We're directly in alignment. It's a power aspect, okay? And Mercury is, oops, I can't read my writing. I think it says trine Uranus. Yeah, same as it is Saturday. So Mercury is trine Uranus again, breakthrough in communications. So Sunday is all about seeing things come to fruition, things that you've been working on. You know, if you're waiting on like a job or you're like wondering how an interview went, Sunday is a day where you start to really see things come to fruition, that you know that, all right, we're going forward, you know. Queen Cola Bob says, Psychic Friday, watch out, Bobs. Yay. All right. Laura M says, I'm a Gemini too. Yay. All right, Gemini power. Well, whenever the moon is in your sign, that's like a power aspect day. When the sun's in your sign, it's also power aspect, period. So like that's why all the Sagittarius are now, you have a little extra power for goal accomplishment. So if you're a Sagittarius, you know, honor that power that's available and really go for goals, you know. So, hi, Robert Steve. What's that? Is Robert leaving us, Cola? She said, Robert Stevens, was good to see you there. Well, I'm glad you're here, you know. Oh, Robert says, I was in on Saturday's class. I'm so glad you were, and it was great having you there. So, you know, that's a great thing. You know, this weekend, there's a lot of psychic power. And if you want to work on your psychism, you should definitely come out to the psychic development class. It's $30 a person. It's 2 hours. And we meet on Saturday on Zoom. It's not here on YouTube. 12 o'clock noon on Zoom. And what I'll do is for those who register, I'll send out the link on Saturday morning, about a half an hour before the class, you know. And so if you want to be in on that and you've sent money, I had some people write and say, well, when do I get the link? You'll get it on Saturday before the class. Okay. And so just don't worry. We won't forget you. You know, every time you register, it sends me a notice. I'm getting notices and I've got the accounts showing in PayPal. Okay. So not to worry. I haven't missed anybody. Thank you. Moderator Queen Colabob says, I have improved so much in class. It's fab. Thank you. You have worked awful hard. You know, I got to tell you about the psychic class since we're talking about that. It's not a class where I spoon feed you. You know, a lot of people say, well, I just pay my money. I don't have to do anything. No, anybody who comes to this class has to participate. In fact, I won't let you be in the class unless you speak and participate. You know, I prefer that people be on camera. Some people are having tech issues with their cameras. But even if you're not on camera, you do have to doc, you do have to do work. And so part of the class is theory, but a lot of it is also hands-on practice. I actually walk you through doing readings, how to connect energy, how to channel your guides. All of that's part of the psychic class. And this Saturday, I'm teaching on how to channel languages you've never spoke. The psychics can do that, and I've done it myself. I have people come and I'll start getting words that I don't understand from a language, and we're going to talk about how to do that. So if you're interested in opening to channeling foreign languages, you want to come to Saturday's class. You really do, all right? So there are our alignments astrologically. Now, I do want to go back here and talk about the aspect that we have all week long until we get to Saturday. On Saturday, you know, we have the Sun Square Neptune aspect. And I want to talk about that because that's kind of an intense alignment, a tense aspect this week. What does that mean? Well, our Sun Square Neptune means that sometimes we block our own inner light. We don't want to face our truths, and so we end up feeling frustrated in our lives, or we get trapped in a cycle. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you want to, let's say you want a diet and you know that you've got to cut sodas out of your diet. So you say, well, I'll cut out a soda on Wednesday, but today I'm going to drink a soda. Well, you're already putting yourself behind because you could have started, but you repeat the cycle. Then you get to Wednesday and you say, well, maybe I'll do it Thursday. So Sun Square Neptune can mean that you're blocked from the truth that you know and you get caught in a cycle. It could be an addiction cycle. It could be a sense of frustration. And so if you're feeling a little frustrated, you feel like you can't get your goals met this week, understand that that Sun Square Neptune aspect is with us all week long. And don't give up hope. You know, when you feel like you're challenged by a transit, That doesn't mean, well, I just can't do anything because the sun squares Neptune. No, what the negative and challenging aspects in astrology are, they're kind of guideposts to say, okay, we're working on stuff. We got this area. We want to work on that this week. You know, so many astrologers out there, what they'll do is they'll just paint astrology in the idea that it's just how it is and you can't get beyond it. I don't really see it that way. When I look at the zodiac charts and I said, they got a challenging aspect. Like this week I was putting together this week's chart and I saw this, this sun square Neptune all week. I said, that's a little challenging. But instead of being overwhelmed and saying, well, gosh, that just means I'm blocked, I can't move forward. It means, what is your block? It's a challenge for us to go within and say, where are we blocked? Can we work on that? I think we can work on it. So if you're feeling, blocked, don't. Say, okay, I've got some challenges, but I'm going to work on them. Make it a goal, not a challenge, Oh, there's Nigella for me. Hi, Nigella. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here tonight. Oh, there's Maria. Maria says, you taught me psychometry in that psychic class years ago. Thank you, Maria. I hope you'll come out and join our class again. We'd love to have you there. We're going to talk about channeling foreign languages this Saturday. By the way, as far as the price, I was going to tell you the price of the psych class is $30. And really, you're getting 2 hours of direct training with me. I'm one of America's top psychics. You can research me. I've been doing psych work for over 30 years for only $30. I'm really giving it away. I keep the price low. I could raise my rates. A lot of psychics charge $100 for a class for what I do. But I'm not in it to gouge money. I still have to live. I got to pay the light bill, so I do have to charge a little bit. I hope you can understand that. But I keep the price reasonable. Like 2 hours with Psychic Bob training you personally for $30. You're not going to get a better deal anywhere. You're not. Hi, Nigella. Nigella says, I'm doing great today. Thanks for asking. Better now being here. Well, God bless you. Thank you, Nigel. I'm so glad you're here with us. If you missed the early part, you'll have to go back and watch it where I break down every day. But as I was saying, this Sun square Neptune aspect does mean that you sometimes can block your own inner light. Sometimes we get in a situation of self-deception where we say, well, I'll exercise next week. And you're not. So when this aspect says you're going to be in a cycle where you're frustrated, one of my challenges that I had was I had to go to the dentist recently. And I've been putting it off. And Queen Kolobov said, just go. It's not going to be as terrifying as you want. And I went. I don't really like medical people. I do have a little anxiety around that. And I was anxious that day. My hands were twitching and I was wringing my hands. And when I got to the dentist office, as a new dentist I'd never been to, I sat down and they made it so pleasant, just talk to me, and all the fear left me. But see, that Sun square Neptune aspect, I think that was an influence. Like part of me was like, I don't need to go to the dentist. I'll just tough it out. My tooth will be okay. But Queen Kolobov's called me and she said, you need to do this. And so when I got over my fear by facing it and said, okay, I don't like this. Oh, it's not pleasant. I did it. And guess what? I feel really better now because that was that Sun square Neptune aspect that was holding me in that cycle of fear, the cycle of denial. I don't need to go to the dentist. The truth is I did need to go to the dentist. You see? Queen Kolobov says, oh, how many times I told him he needed to go. He wouldn't listen. Finally, he went, and yay. And you know what? By facing that fear head on, I feel powerful now. I'm like, I can go to the dentist, and no matter what they do, I'm okay. I've got the strength now to go to the dentist. But see, that Sun square Neptune, that really was the factor in my life. That I looked at the chart, that's been with us a few days. So that was affecting me a few days ago. And I looked at it and I said, that's the aspect. That's why I didn't want to go. We block our light. Now that I've done it, I'm like, I feel empowered because I know what I can do. I can face my fear. And you know what? One of the things my psychic teacher told me years ago, and I think she's really right. She said, Bob, your terror that you face will probably last about 5 minutes. She said, if you can stand in a place of terror and fear for 5 minutes and hold yourself together through 5 minutes, she said, you'll probably be just fine. The fear will dissipate. So the first 5 minutes I was in the dentist's office, I'm sitting in the chair, you know, waiting for the dentist to come in to give you the news. That's like that 5 minutes. I was like, I was breathing, a little nervous. And the assistant could tell I was a little nervous. And she's like, oh, here, let me give you something to drink. She gave me some water. And they were very nice. After 5 minutes, I got over the terror. And I was like, okay, I can deal with this, whatever it is now. So I try to think about that. And that's how some of you might feel this week with that Sun Square Neptune. You might feel like, I don't know if I can face this. I'm just going to not deal with it. Sun Square Neptune says, go into that hidden part of the fear and just do it. Just do it. 5 minutes of terror. After 5 minutes, guess what? I was like, I'm going to be okay. I can handle this dental stuff. And I'm going to be okay, you know? And it's really the truth, you know? Kim says, they have Novocaine, you know. Yes, I do. Oh, my gosh. Queen Colobobs was there with me, and she says, I was with him in the room. He was calm. But I came calm after I forced myself to face my fear. So I want to just share that with you because I know some of you are going to say, I'm feeling anxious this week. What alignments are causing? That Sun Square Neptune promotes a little bit of anxiety. But think of it as that anxiety is your tool to face your fear and knuckle. You know, you might they say white knuckle your way when you squeeze your hand, say your knuckles are, knuckle your way through it. And know that that aspect that's our challenge is also an aspect of strength. So don't give in to fear. You know, I feel like, you know what? We're going to roll through it. And I did. I rolled through it. You see? Nigella for me says, Bob, Queen Cola says you need to send her that jewelry because you're wearing it because she has someone in Albuquerque she needs to give it to. All right, she'll get her jewelry. And you might get some too. Oh my gosh. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh. Star Lightworker says, oh man, this is definitely a sign. I need to go to the dentist. Been avoiding. Well, Star, you see, Sun Square Neptune's affecting all of us this week. Now, I'm not saying go out and unnecessarily traumatize yourself, because remember, part of the week says, you know, keep some balance. But Sun Square Neptune is usually those longer term issues. Like, I've been needing to do the dentist for over a year, and I avoid it. Now, you see, I've done it. You know? Maria Christophilus says, I want to speak to my spirit guide in a class. We do that every week. Where we're going to work on communication with spirits because many times we can call in spirit guides to help us with our channeling. So we'll talk about that on Saturday. So I hope you'll come and join us, you know. I love it. You guys are so great. So, you know, I want to encourage you guys, you know, as I always say, when we look at the stars and you meet those challenging aspects, take them and use them as tools. I can't tell you how angry I get when I see an astrologer on TV or on YouTube and they'll say something like, well, Mercury's gone retrograde, so just hang up any business meetings, just give up on any stuff. And I've actually seen people, because of an astrologer, just cancel their whole week and not do anything and stay at home and stay in bed. I don't believe astrology should be used that way. Does it mean that Mercury retrograde means we need to pay attention to our speech? Absolutely. Does it mean that we double check things? Absolutely. Does it mean that some aspects of what we want to do this week, we may moderate slightly? Probably. But we don't give up on life because of astrology. And I just feel there are too many people, I see it all the time in astrology, who turn it in, it's fated in the stars and you can't do anything about it. And I don't believe it because we are spirit beings. We're here on a spiritual journey. That means we got power. We have all of heaven helping us. The stars are our warning chart. These are our, I like to call it the stoplights of life. So they'll tell us when to speed up, when to slow down, when to stop, you know, how to go around a complex thing. That's how zodiac should work in our lives. And so when I do your charts, you know, some of you I know want to purchase charts. I'm going to show you where your positive aspects are in your life, where your challenges are. And the challenges don't mean you're just fading stuck in that. That means you have some challenges, but you can work on that and you can get around it. So don't ever, and I really have to emphasize, don't ever feel that astrology means you're just locked into a pattern and you can't ever get out. Because I see far too many people teaching that way, and I just think it's wrong. So anyways, I'm on my soapbox, but you know. Anyways, did you guys have any astrology questions? I'm not doing private readings tonight. By the way, thank you for any donations you want to send my way. They really do help. I want to say thank you to all the people also who came out to last night's show. If you didn't see that, we did our Sunday night live with wonderful donations. And so I also have to ask, Queen Cola Bobs, did you put up the notice about the donations? Anyways, thank you so much. Am I losing my voice? Yeah, I am. I'm a little raspy today. I need to drink more water. So, is there anybody who has an astrology question tonight? Oh, John Michael says the Gemini meteor shower is tonight. You know what? I didn't check. I have a book that gives me all that, and I didn't look at that today, so I'm glad to know that. You know, whenever you have a meteor shower, it's wonderful because I call meteors kind of like the dustpan of the cosmos. So when a meteor shower passes through our planet's energy and atmosphere or from near the Earth, it's like clearing out. It's like a brush going through it, brushes out stuff. So I feel that it's going to open up energy for everybody, you know. Thank you, Kim. God bless you. You're very kind to send healing to me. I'm not sick. I think I've strained my voice because I've been talking so much this last week. I'm still doing private readings, so don't worry, guys. You want to get on private reading. I haven't totally lost my voice. There's Starlight Work has a question. Yes, Bob, I have a question. How do I find my ascendant sign if I'm not sure of my time? That's a really good thing. What most astrologers do when you don't have your birth time is they will base it on what time the sun rose on the day, because that's when the sun is on the horizon. So at the hour of sunrise on that day. Some of the aspects of the chart will not maybe be as accurate as they could be, but they won't be totally wrong. But some of the finer details when we don't have our birth sign can get missed out. But the major aspects are usually already there, you know. So just find out what day the sunrise was on that day. And nowadays you can look that up, you know. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. If you cannot find, you know, for whatever reason, the day, the hour of the sunrise, then base it on at 12 a.m. or 12:01, right when the day started. That's another way to do it. But it's better, you get a little closer generally if you do it on the time, the actual sunrise for the day. Okay. Thank you so very much. It's a really good question. Oops, hold on just a second. I lost. Oh, Maria Christoph, $10 donation. God bless you, Maria. Thank you so much. I didn't see if you had a question here. Well, Maria, I'm only doing astrology questions. So if you have a question, put it in the chat or notify Queen Cola Bobs, okay? But thank you for your wonderful donation. God bless you. Thank you so very much. Don Chance says, do Tauruses ever stop being stubborn? You know, Don, I think that can, I don't know if they ever stop being stubborn, but they can turn that into a positive trait. You know, when you feel stubborn, it usually means you're right. And Tauruses are really good. They know when they're right. And I think that actually turns out to be a positive trait. So don't stop being stubborn. Hold your ground, because Tauruses are always, every time I've gone against a Taurus, I've always paid for it. When they tell me, don't do that or do that, you know, I'm telling you, you know, psychics and Tauruses are so closely linked. Thank you, Stardust C says, Bob, I love your star brooch. It's so smart. Thank you. I don't know if you were here earlier. This is from the 1950s, if you guys can see it. Thank you so much. Nigella for me says, as an Aries, I always feel so rushed, always wanting to do something, can't ever really rest. I've never been able to nap during the day, even when I'm sick. You know, Nigella, that is kind of an Aries trait. And I bet you if I looked at your chart, you probably have a lot of Mars energy or fire aspects in your chart. Sometimes you can like you might have Aries as your moon, which is a fire sign. Then you might have Sagittarius as your rising sign, and then you might have another fire sign as your moon sign. And I've seen people where they have like 3 elements, like the rising sign, the moon sign, and the sun sign, and that can be a kind of an overabundance of energy, you know. And I bet you've got an alignment similar to that. So, but it is an Aries trait to kind of be on the go, you know. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's a good question. John Michael says, I'm a Gemini. It's in my constellation. Is it a good night for spells or rituals? Absolutely. Because that Gemini, you know, meteor shower, as I said, it's like a dustpan. It brushes away stuff. So energy flow is more open when a meteor shower comes through. Absolutely, it's a great night for magic. I would agree with that, you know. Wonderful. Oh, there's Maria. Maria says, I'm an Aquarius. What messages do you have in my vibration? Well, you know, as I said, Maria, tonight I'm not really doing private psychic readings. I'm really doing more just general Aquarius. But I'll tell you, looking at this week's charts, there's a lot of Uranian energy this week. Now, Saturn square Uranus is something that affects Aquarians a lot this week. And that means be careful with your mouth. Aquarians are ruled by Uranus, and we have Saturn square Uranus, which is a challenging aspect, which means Aquariuses may be loose with the mouth, running their mouth all week. God knows I do that sometimes. That's what I love talking to people. But this week, I would say, you know, as an Aquarius, you want to pay really a strong attention to that Saturn square Uranus aspect. And just be very careful with your speech, with your words, with your language. Okay, because we Aquarians, we really get influenced by that planet. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so very much. Yay. Oops, hold on a second. Starlight Worker says, she's talking to Glittery Rainbow. She says, as an Aquarius, I love to collect my stars. Yeah, I think Aquarians like stars, you know. Do you know in the tarot, the star card, if any of you read tarot, is the sign for the card for Aquarians. So it's interesting, isn't that, you know? Queen Colabob says, Bob, are Capricorns stubborn? Am I stubborn? Hello. Capricorns can also be stubborn like Tauruses. They want to buck their way through. If they don't get their way, they can push their way through. So yes, they can be a little stubborn. That's true. Ravenmoth, hey Ravenmoth. Ravenmoth says, Bob, what deities are associated with Cancer? Thank you for all your work that you do. You know, Cancer is a very psychic and emotional sign. And I've heard some people say that, like Juno, the Greek goddess Juno, is associated with Cancer. And so Juno is like the mother aspect, very nurturing. Juno, I've also heard Vesta is associated with, now Vesta is an asteroid in astrology, but Vesta was actually an ancient goddess. The asteroid was named after the goddess. So Juno and Vesta, I've heard both associated with Cancer. So isn't that interesting? Now Cancer is a water sign, And I would also say that one could associate the goddess Ganga, if you want to look at the Eastern deities, Ganga Devi, or Green Tara. Green Tara is a very nurturing mother figure. So Ganga Devi and Green Tara in the East, and Juno and Vesta in the West. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Glittery Rainbow says, what about a psychic Taurus? Moo. Psychic Taurus cow. Cows can be, animals are very psychic, even cows. The Taurus symbol is the bull, and that's their symbol. So cow, bull, close enough. Bree says, my mom and I both have Cancer sun and Leo moon, and we butt heads like crazy. See, with that Cancer sun, that's like wanting to protect. I'm sure your mother's probably a little overprotective with that. Leo moon means that you both want to shine. So you want to kind of guard people yet be out there. I can see where there'd be conflicts there, Hi, Davy Jen. Good to see you. Anything for Virgos? Well, Virgo is an earth sign. It's very balancing. And when we go to Wednesday this week, we're moving into Taurus, which is a similar energy in many ways to Virgo. So for Virgos, I'd say Wednesday and Thursday are really good days where you have that earth energy working for you. Okay, so David, anything you're trying to accomplish, any goal setting, even though we don't have Virgos, aspected this week, that Taurus energy is similar. This is something also I want to teach you guys. Actually, I'm going to go into more depth in our class, but I'll give you a little hint now, is that if you're looking at a week, like for example, David Gian asked about Virgos, there's no Virgo energy available really this week, but there is earth energy. So know what your sign is, energetic, like which element you attune to. And if you need a power aspect day and you just don't have it in the signs for the moon that week or the sun, then use another sign that is equal in power. So like if you're an earth sign, well, we have Taurus energy on Wednesday and Thursday. So you could use that as your power day. It'll give you a little edge in your goal making, goal setting, Simba says, anything for Geminis this week? Well, again, like we were talking, we want to work with the energy as present. Now, this week we've got Friday and Saturday as Gemini days. So those are your power days. Now, as I said earlier, Friday is the psychic power day. Not just for Geminis, for all people, but Geminis especially because the moon is in your sign on Friday and Saturday. So you have a little edge over the non-Gemini. So that's your power days, Friday and Saturday, okay? So I hope that helps. Yay. Kim Osborne says, anything for Pisces? This is interesting because we don't have any water this week. It's all fire, earth, and air. But, Kim, think about like your sign. Like Pisces is a water sign, right? And so Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces. We have that Sun square Neptune aspect all week long. So that means you as a water sign really can do that inner work to overcome fears and blocks. So really put your focus on as a water sign. You have a little edge over that than maybe some other people, Thank you so much. Really good questions. You guys are asking the really good questions. Hi, Damien. Damien says, Bob, anything for Scorpios this week? Well, Scorpio is also a water sign. And, as I was mentioning earlier, that Sun square Neptune also is very strong for Scorpios. So that means doing the inner work, facing the fears. You have a little edge on that, Look for days also where you have water planets really predominant. Like, as I said, we've got Sun square Neptune all week, and that's kind of your power aspect. If your element is not featured in the moon signs of the week, Also remember to look at a supporting energy. So earth, water is nurtured by earth. Okay, earth holds water, it nurtures and supports it. It's also stimulated by air. So like Wednesday would be a good day for Scorpios as well because of that Taurus energy. And also Friday and Saturday are good days for Scorpios because that Gemini air energy will stimulate the water signs. You know, Aquarius, interestingly, is an air sign, but it's actually, a lot of people think it's water because they show the aquarium pouring water, but really that comes from the whole idea that it's the waves of the water that's the power, which means air stimulates the water, you see? So air energy is stimulating to water signs as well, you know? Rosa says, what is the most powerful day for Libra to advance in spiritual work? I would really say that that's on Friday. I think that's for everybody because as a Libra, you're an air sign and our moon's moving into Gemini on Friday and all the other alignments are supporting psychic power. So Friday is your most powerful day for psychic development. All right? Yay. Cosmic Witch says, I don't know if you've covered Aries. Yeah, I already talked about Aries. I'm especially hot-headed and annoyed with everything and everyone lately. Listen, Cosmic Witch, you need to go back and watch this because I go into detail, but we have a challenging aspect, Sun Square Neptune all week, and that's making a lot of people feel frustrated because they're having to deal with stuff they don't want to deal with. So you might want to go back and study that aspect. Go back and watch this video earlier on. You'll see I talk about that. But that's one of the things that's going on. Hi there, Schnell Adventures. Oh my gosh, $20 donation. Thank you so much. God bless you. Question is, what do you have for Leo for this week? Please and thank you. Well, you know, Leo is a fire sign, and I'd say your power days are Monday and Tuesday. We've got Sun in Sagittarius. Now, it's not in Leo, but Sagittarius and you share so much energy. You know, on Monday, well, today, we've got that moon. We've got our Sun in Sagittarius and our moon in Aries. And Aries and Sag are fire signs. So you got this, and Leo. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So as a Leo, today is really one of your stronger power aspects days because you have the sun and the moon, which are the most powerful influencers of the zodiac in a fire sign, which is your sign of is the energy of your sign. Every sign has what we call a elemental aspect. And so that's a fire sign. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much for your donation. Blessings to you. But I'll tell you, Schnell Adventures, one thing also is that we have Saturn square Uranus, which means keep your lips tight this week because it's easy to be adventuresome. Leos are really big communicators, but this week the challenge is not to communicate incorrectly. So Schnell, as a fire sign, Leo, Monday and Tuesday are kind of power days, but you've got to be careful with your language as well, because I always find that a lot of celebrities are Leos, you know. They're bigger than life, they're grand, they entertain people. But this week, even like trying to tell a joke at the office party could get you into trouble. So be very careful, you know, so you don't put it wrong. Thank you for your kind donations, you guys. You guys are wonderful. It really is a blessing to me, you know. Thank you, Shno. I'm so glad you're here, and you're welcome. Queen Colabobs does a great job at moderating, you know. Starlight Worker says, Cola, when is the next readings day? Tomorrow? And is it at 7 again? Tomorrow is Tuesday, and we're going to do messages from the spirit world at 12 o'clock noon. So be here on Tuesday and Thursday. We do the video at 12 o'clock noon. Every other day is at 7. So remember, Tuesday at 12. Tuesday at 12. Try to keep that in your head. 12 noon tomorrow, we're going to do a live stream messages from the spirit world. And I hope all of you will come out to that, you know. Yay, I hope you'll come out and join us, Starlight Worker. Thank you. B. Leclerc says, looking forward to Psychic Friday. Should be a great day for meditation and working on my communication with spirit. Absolutely, it will be. So remember, this week you've got, even though we have some challenges, we still have a lot of positive energies, and I hope that you'll keep that in mind. I don't want people leaving today going, well, gee, Sun, Square Neptune, our whole weekend is, a week is ruined. That's not the truth. It's some challenge, but it's a challenge that'll make you stronger and a better person. It really will. So, guys, oh my gosh, I wish we were at an hour. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. I love talking to all of you, but it's my day off, and I want to do some Netflix and chill. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for coming out and joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you tuned in late, you need to go back and watch this from the beginning because I cover a lot of important information about all the alignments this week. And I don't want you guys to miss out. Okay, so go back and watch this. We have people coming late. Try to remember, every Monday we do 7 p.m. I need to put this on my website, Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Melissa. Melissa says, thank you, Bob, for this live. I'll be traveling to Delaware Friday, so I'll send a little hello to you when I pass through D.C. Yay! Wonderful. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh, we just lost it. Thank you, Chanel. Have a good night. Blessings, John Michael. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed this. Thank you for your kind support and being here. I'll try to watch the meteor shower. Thank you. I got to check my book for that. Yay. Thank you, guys. Listen, blessings to you. Be back here tomorrow, Tuesday, 12 o'clock noon, for messages from the spirit world. We'll see you then. Thank you for all your support for my jewelry. I got to readjust my brooch. It'll look better tomorrow. We'll see you soon. God bless you. Thank you for your service. Everybody give a shout out to Queen Cola Bobs. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Nigella, for me. Thank you, thank you. Blessed be.